Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome in the Scotiabank Pond. We're here for a bronze medal game. Yes, Josh and I made the trek down the 400, and we're here to cover this game. And it is getting started a little late due to the previous game going into a shootout. It was a U15 AA League Championship that needed about 5 or 6 rounds of shootouts, with Hamilton being the one on the winning end of that. Zamboni is just stepping off the ice, and we'll get set here for warm-up. I'll bring you into the facility here. The Barrie Junior Sharks are proud to be here in the bronze medal game after a hard-fought round-robin play. 1 overtime win, 1 overtime loss, and a regulation win. Earned their ticket here in the bronze medal game against the first-place seed Etobicoke Junior Dolphins, who suffered a loss against Durham West yesterday in their final round-robin matchup. The Sharks have played this team twice this season and have lost both. First one was in overtime, and the second one was a 3-1 loss, but a very close 3-1 loss. Sharks would love nothing more than to come home with a bronze medal around their neck. I wasn't able to print out a whole lot of statistics, so this is going to be pretty much off the top of my head here this afternoon, folks, so I hope you can bear with me. I think I know the Etobicoke Junior Dolphins roster as well as I can, and certainly I know our own Barrie Junior Sharks. My name is Cheryl Gilroy, along with my partner Josh McCann. We're so happy that we've been able to bring all of these games to you this weekend to round out this regular season, this record-breaking regular season for the Barrie Junior Sharks. I didn't think last year can be topped, and oh my Lord, have they topped it. It would be awesome for them to bring home a bronze medal against the Etobicoke Junior Dolphins, who they lost to in this same game last year. It's time for revenge. It's the battle of the sea between Sharks and Dolphins, and as we know, Sharks eat Dolphins. That's just science. We'll see how it goes. I might be using that motto quite a bit during the game. Another one I like to use is seek out the strength to win, no thought of giving in, and I'm sure that is what everybody on this ice is going to be thinking, as they all want to go home with a medal. The only sad part about it is, in this bronze medal game as opposed to the gold medal game, which goes about the same time as the gold medal game goes at 2 o'clock this afternoon, at least a loser in that game gets to go home with a silver medal. The loser in this game doesn't go home with anything, but of course, hold their head up high and proud that they got this far in the season. No matter how it ends, the girls have laid it all on the line, and this is going to be a fantastic matchup. I was given the starting lineup. It changed, but the new starting lineup, our call-up, number 66, Sadie Franz, number 34, Aaliyah Sutton, and number 92, Olivia Erbach. On the blue line is number 44, Kathleen Dion, and number 27, Ella Lloyd. And starting in net for your Barrie Junior Sharks, number 74, Ava Zador, who was outstanding during round-robin play this weekend. After today's game, the Sharks will go back home and get some practice under the belt, and then they will get ready for provincials, which starts a week from this coming Thursday. Just over 2 minutes left in the warm-up, and then we'll get set for player introductions and the national anthem. So happy to have you along here, folks, today. Enjoy the game. I honestly thought when I woke up this morning that this game actually might not go. I'm from Barrie, Ontario, and we suffered a big ice storm last night and have not had power. And with all the ice accumulated and all the foliage in the area, a lot of branches came down. I lost a maple tree in my backyard, and it was a fairly old maple tree, lost some good branches, and back of my yard looks like a war zone, and I've got some trunks on top of my roof, which I'm not looking forward to getting off, and I've seen similar pictures all around the area. Ice storms are dangerous, but it certainly creates the most beautiful scenery. But I'm looking forward to spring, as I'm sure most of us are. It's been an interesting winter with all the snow that we had in January and February. We had a taste of the warmer weather not that long ago. I'm looking forward to more. I think we're looking at double digits sometime this week, and maybe we're going to be out of this wet, cold, ice, snowy, dismal place we've been in here for the last little bit. 20 seconds here rounding up the warm-up, and we'll get set. Stand by, ladies and gentlemen.
For this event, the two teams will be our home team, the Etobicoke Dolphins, versus the visiting team, the Barrie Sharks. Starting with the visiting team's starting lineup. Number 34, Aaliyah Sutton.
Starting for the Barrie Sharks, number 34, Aaliyah Sutton. Number 66, Sadie Franz. And number 92, Olivia Urbach. On defense, number 27, Ella Lloyd, and number 44, Kathleen Dion. And starting in net for the Barrie Sharks is number 74, Ava Zador. For the Etobicoke Junior Dolphins, number 88, Spencer Vakari. Number 43, Adriana Milani. Number 29, Emma Beauchamp. Megan Mossy, number 34. Fiona Waddick. And number 30 in net, Lily Prendergast.
Please rise if you are able and remove your headwear for the playing of our national anthem.
Well, it's all been leading to this ever since the first exhibition games last August. Actually, going back further than that, we had exhibition games last spring to test out the new players that had joined the squad for this upcoming season. Exhibition games started in August, regular season started about a month later, and here we are, 42 regular season games later, 3 playoff games later, 3 round robin games later, and now it all comes down to this game for the bronze medal. Can't tell you how happy I am to be here to call this game. We live for these moments too. It's not just for the players and the coaches. We live for these moments too. Josh and I wouldn't miss this for the world. 20 minutes are on the clock for period number 1. It's going to be our captain, Aaliyah Sutton, on the face-off dot versus Milani for Etobicoke. We are set to go. Right off the draw, Etobicoke will gain possession of that puck, and they'll get their first chance at an offensive move. DDD pass and trying to move forward up to Beauchamp, intercepted by Ella Lloyd. Rolls off to Vakari's stick, though, and she'll try to backhand it around. Over to the far side. Dolphins keep it in onside as they guard that blue line. Waddick at this end, and the near end holds the line, setting it off to Milani. Milani will step in, trying to weave around, trying the backhand. It just goes up and over the crossbar. Now the Sharks have possession. They'll do a dump. That's Olivia Urbach. Bit of a collision at the bench. Urbach will dump it down as the lines change out. And we've got fresh fins out for the Sharks. Here comes Wood. Ava Wood throws it down behind the goal line. Zador out of her net to play it. Charette coming in to give her a hand. Turned over. Dolphins have it out in the slot. Over to Sandilands in, and a glove stop by Zador. Couldn't hold down the puck, though, but the Sharks, Jenny Keller, gets it out of harm's way and up to May Severin. She's coming in. She'll try to bank in. Shot in on net. Turned aside by Prendergast. With some speed, here's Rachel Piggott over the blue line, trying to pass it off. Bouncing puck. Zador has to be careful. Seals up that post, and the puck stays out. Kate Stewart throwing it forward to Jenny Keller off the end of her stick. Dolphins get it back out to neutral. Sonia Mena sending it over to Moy Lu and up to Larmond. She's just a hair back, so she didn't get a chance to get the shot off. She'll race for it back, but the Dolphins will pick it up behind that goal line. Moy Lu does hold the line. Sharks want to regain possession of that puck and draw it in the middle, and they can't do it. Dolphins bringing it back the other way, but only as far as the red line. That's Venucio sending it down deep before she heads off to the bench. Sharks reclaim possession. Only get it as far as the red line. Dolphins putting it back in play. That's Sandilands moving it forward for Haslem, but she's pushed aside by Sonia Meta. Dolphins behind their own goal line now. Scorgi trying to pick up that puck, doesn't work, and it will escape and come all the way down. The hand is up for icing, and that will indeed be an icing call against the Etobicoke Dolphins. Just in the first 2.5 minutes of period number 1 for this bronze medal game. Thanks for joining the live stream. I'll send a big shout out to any Etobicoke fans who have tuned into the live stream to watch. Congratulations on a fantastic season for the Etobicoke Junior Dolphins. Dolphins trying to move it forward. They do, onto Beauchamp's stick. Trying to cut in. Advil Charette has other ideas, and she'll weave around and get it forward. Jessica Vree sending it out. Pass meant for Dusome, intercepted by Waddick. In come the Dolphins again. Beauchamp making an attempt at a deke. Zador had to be careful, but she gets the toe across and makes the save. Around the backside and over to the far side for Olivia Urbach. Coming out with a little bit of steam. Has to double back to Dusome. She'll dump it down and head off to the bench. Urbach giving it chase. Sutton's with her in the slot. Pass over to Marin Jugnot. Jugnot, very solid defenseman on the blue line for the Barrie Junior Sharks this year. It was awesome to watch her. Franz, backhand, keeping it in on play in the Etobicoke end. Pass meant for Vakari, intercepted. Urbach back on the job. Puck will skip over Sandiland's stick. And out. Rachel Piggott bats it down, tries to hold on. Steered aside by Zadori, hands it off to Moy Lu. Comes out to the neutral zone for Jenny Keller. She has a little space and she's trying to weave around the defense. Shoots it in, and a pad save by the netminder for Etobicoke. May Severn trying to work it out in front, right onto a Dolphin stick. Saucer pass over to Venucio. She brings it in, but it comes in just offside as Rachel Piggott was following it up. Face off between Haslem and Riley Scorgi for the Barrie Sharks. Ishmael sending it back the defense. Pokes around between the two defense and up forward. Here's Shannon Pearson. Shannon Pearson, one of our top point getters this weekend. Sharks are going to look to make sure they try to get on the board first. They don't want to be trailing the Etobicoke Dolphins. They are a strong offensive and defensive team. Sydney Sawyer weaving around, trying to steer away from Shannon Pearson, but Pearson on the job in the corner. It'll trickle behind the net. Scorju trying to catch up to it. Goes by Shannon Pearson. It looks like the Dolphins are going to clear the zone. Here's Rylan Hansel. Down right on target and on to Zador, and she's just going to cover that one up for a face-off. Great action, but it feels a little slow and steady in the beginning period as both teams trying to feel each other out. Milani will take the face-off this time for the Etobicoke Dolphins against Olivia Letty. Kathleen Dion has it after the draw, trying to move it forward for Alex Dusome off the end of her stick. Battle on the red line, comes all the way back to the Dolphins' defensive end. Here's Milani trying to cut through Letty on her heels, but she manages to push all the way through and into the slot, pushed aside by Ella Lloyd. Puck will skip out. Here's Olivia Letty trying to work forward over that blue line. Battle down low in the far side corner. Dusome coming in to give Letty a hand, trying to pull that puck away from that corner. Etobicoke manages to do it first. Here's Emma Beauchamp. All by her lonesome as the Dolphins are on a change, trying to fight off Adriel Charette, picked up by the captain, Aaliyah Sutton. Olivia Urbach doubling back behind the goal net. Gets it out in front. Hands it off to Marin Jugnot. Jugnot up to Sadie Friends, nearly intercepted by the Dolphins. Adriel Charette sending it over to Marin Jugnot. Urbach wants to get a piece of that and out. Dolphins remain in control in the Sharks' end as they try desperately to get it out in front in the slot area. Urbach slides it over to Franz, sending it right back to Urbach. Sharks sending in on net, and Prendergast is going to glove that one down. Normally at this point in time I'd say what's up next for the Sharks, but I believe, if I remember my research, I think the next game is Thursday, the 10th, 8 p.m. is their first game at Provincials. Josh and I will keep you up to date on what games we're able to cover for you. Moimoilu sending it up. Severn gets it around the Etobicoke defense. Tries to catch up to it behind the net. Dolphins their first big collision. Out to Ishmael. Ishmael coming in along the boards, trying to cut through Sonia Mehta. Make sure that does not cut to the middle. Up to Kate Stewart. She decides to hold on to the puck and dump it down. Kate Stewart right there. Nearly had an opportunity with Prendergast out of net and sends it forward for Shannon Pearson, and that nearly connected. Great opportunity there by the Barrie Sharks. Ella Lloyd looking at her options, gathers that puck and moves around Ishmael. Bounce off the boards. Trying to catch up to it, now behind the net. Pearson can't get a hold of it. Ryan Haslam gets it out of harm's way, and the Dolphins are back in the Sharks' end. Back and forth, a lot of changing over of tanks from the Dolphin tank to the Shark tank. Definitely a battle of the sea for the bronze medal. Shot in by Riley Scorgi, saved by Prendergast, and play continues in the Dolphins' end. Rylan Hansel. Well, that nearly hit the roof. Wow, that had airtime. Around the corner and off the plexiglass and out to Alex Dusome, who tries to move it out. Sandilands holding the line for Etobicoke. Dusome stealing it away. Vakari back to the defense, trying to send it up to Adriana Milani. Back and forth over that red line and picked up by Milani. Trying to cut around Moimoilu. What a great job by Lou. Lifting that stick so that shot can't come off. Great defensive work. Aaliyah Sutton off the boards. It does get out, and she's going to chase for it. She's got a little bit of room. Sandilands is in front of her, trying to cut around. Can't get the shot off while she has her stick lifted. Up to Milani. She's going to try this again. Sliding it over. Can't hold on to the puck is Wood. All the way back in the Dolphin end. Aaron Stick on the play. Don't know whose it is. Here comes Rachel Pickett. Strikes iron and up into the mesh. Dolphins coming so close to getting the first goal of the game. Just over 11 minutes to go in the first period, looking for our first score. Now the consolation gold and the consolation bronze are being fought as we speak on the other pads, and we may look into those scores after the first period and bring that up to you, but the gold medal game for this does not go until 2 o'clock. Over Franz's stick, held onto the line by the Dolphins. Urbach with a little bit of space here, trying to poke it forward and around Venucio. Sharks holding on to possession in the Dolphins and battling on the near side boards. Franz coming in to give her teammates a hand. Dolphins come away with it. Sydney Sawyer. Around Piggott. Dolphins on a change. Sador will leave it for Ella Lloyd. Lloyd looking. Cross-ice pass to Jenny Keller, and she gets around Mossy. Trying to feed it out in front for May Severn. Batted away. Battle on the near side boards. Can Kate Stewart bring it out? Yes, she can. She'll try to go a wrap around out in front of the defense. Charette shot in, hits a stick, and the Dolphins will clear it out of the zone. Ishmael on the job over the red line, trying to cut in, pushed aside by Adrielle Charette. Centering pass. Sador had to be careful, but she steered that away with the toe in time. Erin Jugnut now in possession of that puck. Puck is crossing that red line a lot, back and forth in this opening frame. It's going to get whistled down due to incidental contact, I believe, below the benches, and we got 9:29 left in the first period. It's great action, not intense. I've seen it more intense than this, but slow and steady. Pearson on the draw, back to Moy Moy Lou. She doesn't get too far before the Dolphins turn it back the other way. Into the slot. Nearly an opportunity for Milani, but the Sharks do clear it. Here's Samantha Larmond. Scorgi holding the line as she backs her up. Out in front through the blue paint. No Shark there to bat it in. Dolphins pick it up. Milani trying to get it out of the Dolphin end. Lou has it, sending it down behind the goal line. To the far side for Ricari. And a dump all the way down, and that should be icing. Nope, yep, that is icing against the Etobicoke Dolphins. Letty will take the draw against Milani. Won by the Dolphins. Dolphins bringing it into the neutral zone. This is Sandilands. Ella Lloyd turning it back the other way. Dolphins back behind their own net. Out to Vicari, held onto the line by Kathleen Dion, but it squeaks out. Up to Adria Milani, trying to cut through, passing it off to Van Volsen. Couldn't get the shot off. Jessica Vree setting it off the boards over to the far side and in front of the Barrie bench. Rachel Pickett with a big turn. She'll dump and chase after it as she enters the zone, trying to cut through, shot in, turned aside by Zador. Megan Mossy at the blue line pinches in, and she'll come around behind the goal line. Pickett with it again, being pushed aside by Ella Lloyd. Sharks trying to clear that puck. Van Volsen out in front. Shot in as it trickles. The door just easily steers that aside for Olivia Urbach, and the Sharks get it out of their own tank. Sutton finds it, shot in, hits iron. Save for Prendergast. Net came a little loose, so the referees will check to make sure that's sitting on the pegs properly before the puck is dropped to resume play with 7:38 remaining in the first period. Oh, Josh, I'm hungry. Send me a pizza. after the draw. Etobicoke gets it out, chips it off the boards, and they will chase it. But that is going to be another icing call. Josh and I left with plenty of time, but we encountered a whole lot of traffic with power outage, and we nearly missed the beginning of this game, but we got here on time, got our camera set up, but unfortunately, the side effect of that is nobody's had coffee and nobody's had breakfast, so this should be fun for a couple of hours. Not complaining, mind you, I'm just glad that we're here and watching this bronze medal game. Game continues. Marion Judnott trying to keep it in play for Sutton. Out in the slot, couldn't see Franz. Dolphins escape with the puck. One-on-one here with Adriel Charette. And Mossy shot in, saved by Zador. Out to Rylan Hanslem. She shoots, and that hits a body and out. That pokes over the blue line. I saw Coach Rebecca raise that hand up for the offside. We were sure it was offside. All the way down, Jenny Keller and Kate Stewart together. Fiona Waddick wants to get that out of harm's way, coming to the near side boards. Emma Beauchamp in possession, doubling back behind her net. Lou coming in and holding the line. Sharks regrouping. Up to Emma Beauchamp. Trying to get around Sonia Meta, and Moi Lou turned aside by the Sharks. Dolphins have good speed. Vakari. Back to Sandilands and up. Milani trying to get around Kate Stewart is successful in that endeavor. Comes across the blue line. Reaching the 6-minute mark remaining here in the first period. No score. Lots of great chances back and forth. A lot of neutral zone play. Back and forth. Riley Scorgi for Pearson. Prendergrast finds it first. Milani in for the face-off. Against Shannon Pearson, won by the Sharks. Over to Lloyd. Stepping in, peels back, fires it on target, hits a skate. Dolphins get it to the blue line, held on to by Shannon Pearson. She throws it in on target, but that goes wide as it's deflected. Sharks trying to get it out in front. Milani finds it, and she's going to skate with it over that blue line and the red, and will enter the zone. Dolphins on a change, so she's by herself with 4 white sweaters around her. She hits the brakes. Back to Venucio. Venucio trying to slide it over, doesn't work. Dolphins still in possession. Venucio now fires. That's deflected aside by Larmond. Battle on the near side corner, which unfortunately we can't see at this angle. Out to Venucio at the blue line. Fired in, hits the Dolphin, and she hits the deck. It was Rachel Piggott with a knock backwards. She looks like she's okay. She gets up and continues to skate. Up to Bertelson. Centering pass, shot in. What a great save by Zador. Getting that right pad down, you could hear it. Loud thud as that puck hit that pad. Down for Leah Sutton, being chased. Down for Megan Mossy. Mossy sliding it forward to Rachel Piggott. Back to the defense. This is Waddick. Waddick looking. Van Volsen now on the job, coming in with Ishmael. Big collision on the near side boards. No penalty being called. Out for Sadie Franz. Trying to get around Megan Mossy. She does, but can't get the shot off at the right angle. Trying to hand it back to Urbach, but that's intercepted by Ishmael. Collision at the red line, but nobody falls. Sadie Franz puts it back in play in the Dolphins' end. Meta trying to hold the line for Barry. Picked up by the Dolphins. Here's Sandilands with an opportunity. No, turned aside, and Lou gets it out. Back in the Etobicoke end. Sandilands trying to intercept that. Jenny Keller in the slot, shoot, she scores! Jenny Keller with a pass from Kate Stewart And the Sharks get the first goal of this bronze medal game. .323 remaining in the first period, and you could almost sense something was going to happen with that beautiful play in the wide open ice. Great shot. Definitely the start the Sharks wanted. Get out in front of these Etobicoke Junior Dolphins because they are a force to be reckoned with. Out in front. Once again, Jenny Keller and Kate Stewart with the assist going to Kate Stewart. In comes Riley Scorgi, right out in front. Pearson just a half a step behind. Keller and Stewart have been the top point getters, a part of the top 4 point getters this weekend. The other two are Shannon Pearson and Aaliyah Sutton, and I'm sure we'll hear from them and hopefully a lot more Sharks before this game is over. For now, 1-0 Barrie Sharks. Trying to feed it out in front, goes behind the net instead. Pearson trying to steer it aside. Sharks will clear it, maintaining possession of that puck. Ella Lloyd bouncing it off the boards before she heads to the bench. Letty trying to get there first. Megan Mossy holds on to that. Bit of a sword battle there in the near side corner. Puck squeaks loose and out to the far side. Dolphins back in possession. Moving it forward for Bertelson, turned aside. Piggott trying to force her way through. Also turned aside by the Sharks defense. Marin Jugnot trying to feed up to Dusome. Dusome finds it. Jessica Vree with her. Puck hits a body and the Dolphins reclaim it. Here's Sophia Ishmael. Through neutral. Coming around the side, can't get the shot off. Stick lifted. Urbach finds that puck, slides it off to Marin Jugnot. Sharks have it up to Aaliyah Sutton. Over to Franz. Shot in. Great save by Prendergast. What a great play by Sutton off to Franz. Franz finds it again, shoots it in, and just skips by that post. My goodness, that was close. Wish I had a replay of that sucker. Back to Sonia Meta. Sooner or later in our live stream, we had to figure out how to do replays, Josh. Some of these plays are too good to look at just once. Icing called against the Barrie Junior Sharks, so we'll have a face-off next to Ava Zador with 51 seconds, actually 51.1 seconds on the clock. Alani will take the draw against Urbach. Sharks have it, trying to move it out of their zone, and it will come out. Severn trying to push it over that red line, picked up by Jenny Keller. Keller comes in, waits, fires. Blocker save for Prendergast. Out in front again, Sydney Sawyer. Now in possession of that puck for the Etobicoke Junior Dolphins, trying to get around Kate Stewart. She'll dump it down and chase after it. 25 seconds remaining in the period. Kate Stewart sending it all the way out. Venusio's going to cut it off at the pass. Pearson trying to hold on to it and pull it off the boards in front of the Barrie bench. Squeaks out. Venusio and Beauchamp together. Slide in. Shot just wide of the far side post. And that is how this first period is going to end. A great action in the first period. But Sharks are up 1-0 after 20 minutes. We'll take a break. We'll find out what's going on in the other games. And we'll come back for the second period. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Clock just shows over 2.5 minutes remaining in the intermission, and the Zamboni just stepped off the ice after cleaning the ice surface, and the players are about to return to their benches. I had a quick look at the out-of-towns, and all the out-of-towns. The other games going on right now. I got my mind set on OHL. The other games going on right now are the consolation gold and bronze medal games, and right now I think there's no score in the Central York OHL game, but right now Burlington's up 1-0 on Lee's side after the first period. Once again, the gold medal game for U22 Elite, that goes this afternoon at 2 o'clock between the Stony Creek Sabres and the Durham West Lightning. Just getting set here to take the ice, just waiting for the officials as got about 1:46 remaining here. There they are. No power plays in that first period, no penalties being called, and me personally, that's the way I like it. I like a good, clean battle. Lots of great chances. Goaltender's not overly busy. Shots on goal are 9-8 in favor of the Barrie Sharks, so very close in shots on goal. A lot of neutral zone play and a lot of back and forth. But for right now, Sharks have the edge up 1-0 with a goal from number 29, Jenny Keller, and Kate Stewart with the assist. As I indicated during the first period, the 4 top point getters for this weekend are Shannon Pearson, Jenny Keller, Kate Stewart, and Aaliyah Sutton. As they have led this team all season long. Looks like it's going to be Sutton, Urbach, and Franz to start the second period, along with Dion. And I think it's Jugnaught. Sharks with a big hug in front of their bench. 25 seconds remaining on the clock, and we'll get started for period number 2. Thanks for coming back, ladies and gentlemen. Lloyd and Dion on the defense, and Urbach, Sutton, and Franz on the forward line face off against Milani. For the Etobicoke Dolphins, we are set to go. 20 minutes back on the clock. Here we go. Round 2. Kathleen Dion sends it down low. Prendergast leaves it. This is Megan Mossy. Poked aside, out in the slot, shot in! Oh, just over the crossbar for Aaliyah Sutton. Sharks come very close. Great heads-up play by Aaliyah Sutton to capitalize on that loose puck. Back to Sador. Leaves it for Ella Lloyd. Trying to hand it off to Stewart. Back and forth between her and Urbach. They do bring it in onside. Trying to settle that puck down low. Sutton gets to it, trying to come around Megan Mossy. Doesn't work, and here comes Vakari. Trying to cut in, poked aside by Severn. Big turn by Milani. She'll send it down deep. Beauchamp on the other end. Jumps over her stick, so the Sharks are going to recollect that and get it out. Lloyd up to Jenny Keller. Severn with her. She decides to throw it around the back of the net instead of it in front. Out to the slot. Jugnaught gets it before it gets too far. Fires it in through traffic, but it hits Sandilands. She hunches over a little bit, but she looks like she's okay after getting hit with that puck. Dolphins clear. Send it down deep. Charette trying to get around the Dolphin on her heels. Dolphins hold on to it at the blue line. Out in front, picked up by Marin Jugnaught. Piggott in the slot, fire in, turned aside by Sador. Bertelson trying to get it out in front for the Dolphins. Scott has it at the blue line, up and down, picked up by May Severn, and the Sharks come away with that puck again. Jenny Keller sending it down deep. Scorgy's going to chase after it in the corner. Oh, out in front for Shannon Pearson, but just off the end of her stick with a deflection. Meta putting it in on play. Glove stop by Prendergast, but she didn't have it in the glove, and it looked like it may have skipped over. Right underneath Prendergast, and Scorgy shoots and scores for the Barrie Sharks, and they're up 2-0. Wow, Josh, this is awesome. Seek out the will to win, no thought of giving in. And that's exactly what the Sharks have brought to the game today. It's only 2 goals, still lots of hockey left. But for Sharks fans, it's looking good so far. I'll just be optimistic with that. Puck stolen away. Backhands, the door on it. Net comes off the pegs and we'll have a stoppage in play, but that was a close play there. Zador certainly watching that puck and reading it all the way in. Dolphins, they want to get on the board soon. Have a face-off to the left of Sador. Sutton on the draw with Rachel Piggott. No, Van Volsen, excuse me. Out to Sadie Franz. Shannon Pearson with the assist on that goal as icing is called against the Etobicoke Dolphins. Shannon Pearson with another point. Great goal by Riley Scorgi. Right place, right time, right stick, right shot. Correcting. Letty on the draw against Van Volsen this time. It's going to get won by the Dolphins. Over to Ishmael. Ishmael trying the long pass to the far side. Just off a Haslam stick. Dion Deloyd. Ishmael trying to get in the way, and she does. Clay will sit there for a second. Sharks recollecting that puck, and we'll get it out. Here's Olivia Letty. Bouncing off the boards. Poked aside by Ishmael. Beauchamp trying to give it chase. Hits a wall to Olivia Letty. Back to Megan Mossy. Big turn trying to come in unhindered. She finally does. Drop pass from Alani. Fans on the first attempt. Shot in, steered aside. I don't think it even got to Sador, but it went past the near side post. Trying to get it out in front is Vakari. Out to Beauchamp. Doesn't work. In comes Sandilands. Ella Lloyd can't scoop it out. Beauchamp trying to get it out in front from Alani. Here's Olivia Letty with the backhand, and it will get out of bounds. Vakari over to Scott. Down low. Sador leaving it for Lloyd. Puck remaining in the Sharks' end, a little too long for comfort for the Sharks. Dolphins want to stay on the play in the Sharks' end. Milani weaving around Aaliyah Sutton, as well as Olivia Urbach, but loses the handle on the puck. Urbach capitalizes on that. Can't get a shot off. Here's Sandilands. Beauchamp feeding it up to Milani. Milani's got Wood with her in the slot, picked up by Sutton, and it will come out. Sydney Sawyer now has it for the Dolphins. Up forward for Milani. Doesn't get too far. Jugnaught saucers it over to Franz. Franz been awesome as a call-up this weekend, joining us from Sudbury. Down low for Scott, trying to feed it off the near side boards. Bertelsen handing it off to Piggott. Charette doing a great job keeping Piggott on the outside, and the Sharks will skate away with that puck. It'll be offside. That puck skipped over that blue line, and we'll have a stoppage in play with just over 15 minutes to go in the second period. 2-0 Barrie Sharks. Goals coming from Jenny Keller in the first period and Riley Scorgi in the second. No penalties have been called in this game. And trust me, with the way the weekend is going, that's saying something. About to hit the halfway point of this game with no penalties being called. Sawyer up to Van Volsen, shot in, saved by Zador, rebound available. Haslam gets there, sends it back to the blue line, just wide. Sawyer sending it over, just hits the foot of Haslam, and she's hurting as she limps towards the bench. No, she stays in the play. That's gotta hurt. Van Volsen down low. Haslam loses an edge, and both ladies have a seat. Shot up to Severn, but just over her stick. Sawyer sending it back. That's going to get called for the offside on the blue line. Face off to come just on the outside of that blue line. It's going to be Milani versus Pearson. Sharks have it after the draw. Back to Kathleen Dion. She'll wait, moving it forward for Larmond, who will dump it down in as Pearson will chase for it behind the net. Dolphins get a handle on it. Can't move it out. Letty gets her stick on it. Scorgie gets her stick on it, and it goes into the Barrie bench for a stoppage in play. Just over 14 minutes to go. Milani to take the draw against Riley Scorgie for the Sharks. Kicked out the face-off dot. Beauchamp will come in and take the draw. Won by the Sharks. Shot in by Pearson. Glove down by Prendergast. Both goalies have been sharp when they needed to be. Just some great shots by the junior Sharks in the slot area and picking the top corners for their goals. Milani against Scorgie in the face-off dot. Again, won by the Sharks. Sharks really good on the face-offs in this game so far. Scorgie down low, turning aside, trying to steer away from Scott. Pushes her off. Ishmael collects the puck now and moves it forward to Vakari, but over the end of her stick. Lloyd looking. Backhand to Shannon Pearson. Pearson sliding it up to Scorgie. Megan Mossy trying to get in her way. Scorgie hits the brakes, tries a centering pass. Picked off by Beauchamp, and here comes Milani. Waits, fires just over the crossbar and on the far side. Out the other end and at the red line, Pearson can't pull it away, or she may have had a bit of a breakaway. Emma Beauchamp now over that blue line, waits, hits Lloyd, trying to backhand, that goes up and over. A little pushing and shoving in front of the crease between Beauchamp and Lloyd. Here comes Olivia Letty. Letty waits for reinforcements. No, puts it on net. Toe kick for Prendergast. Scott to the far side for Sandilands. Right off of Bertelson's stick, and the Sharks will chase for it. That's Marin Jugna. Holds on, weaves around Wood. Here comes Olivia Urbach over that blue line. Waits, centering pass through the slot to Marin Jugnot. Jugnot holding on, trying to ward off her rival Bertelson. Puck will bounce around. Sydney Sawyer has it behind her own net. Sadie Franz trying to go on the short side, turned aside by Prendergast. Lou over to Sutton. Sutton trying to weave around. Wood works, shot in, toe save. Sharks continue to put pressure on the Dolphins in their own end. Dolphins will lift it and get it out. Batted down by Lou, and that's going to get whistled down for a high stick. Baseball season has started, but you can't do that maneuver in a hockey game, so just saying. Go Jays? Is that too soon? No. Not the best weekend for the Jays so far against Baltimore. Milani and Stewart face off. Again, won by the Sharks. They're getting really good at these face-offs. Up to Jenny Keller trying to weave around Ishmael. Picked up by Milani. She gets around Lou. Waits, looks. Saved by Sador. Sador loses her helmet in the process, so that will be a stoppage and play out of safety reasons. Dolphins looking dangerous here, so we're just about set to hit the halfway point of the second period. Sador looks like she's laboring on her neck. Meta's gone to the bench to talk to one of the coaches to see if a trainer needs to come out to talk to her. Coach Rebecca quite animated over in the bench talking to the referee. I don't know if there's going to be a goalie change or not. No, Wilkinson, there's a problem with the helmet, so Wilkinson has given up her helmet to give to Sador. There must have been something busted on the play on Zador's helmet. You don't see that very often. But sometimes if a puck or an elbow hits that helmet the right way, things can snap. I'm a goalie parent myself, so I understand how that all works. Anyway, play continues, but now Sador's got a little help from her friend Amelia on the bench. Maybe they'll bring her good luck. Not that she needs it. She's had a stellar game so far. Out to the neutral zone. Pushing through is May Severn, just can't get all the way. Down low in the corner, Sharks trying to pull it off. Shot in, steered aside by Megan Mossy with the skates. Severn sending it back down. Megan Mossy makes a turn, trying to steer away from Kate Stewart. Up to Ishmael. There's Riley Scorgi making another turn and bringing it right back in, just by Kate Stewart. Dolphins reclaiming possession. Ishmael trying to get around Lloyd. They do, but Sharks find that loose puck. Here's Shannon Pearson. Through center. Lormond on her left, fire in. Toe save by Prendergast. Trying to work it out front. The Etobicoke defense pushing it aside, doing a great job making sure that the Sharks don't get it in the slot for a clean shot. Shannon Pearson trying to do that very thing, turned aside by the Dolphins. Larmont holding on, slides it over to Kathleen Dion, who fires. Dolphins getting in the way. Battle on the far side corner. Slow and steady. Letty comes in, pushes aside, and tries to dig it out. Milani pushing her aside, making sure that the Dolphins gain possession of that puck when it leaves the boards. But the referees decide they're going to call that one. Didn't move fast enough. 9:37 remaining in the second period, and I'll restate again, hasn't been one penalty called yet. 5-on-5 the whole way so far. Special teams not playing a factor in this game. Face off to the left of the netminder for Etobicoke, and it comes out. Lloyd finds it, makes the turn. Beauchamp nearly got a stick on that to get an opportunity. Puck turn around. Dion on the far side. Lloyd coming in to give her a hand, trying to move it forward. Still on the job. Can't get rid of it yet. Vakari for Etobicoke now against Kathleen Dion in the far side corner. Jessica Vree coming in to give her stick an opportunity on that puck. It squirts out. Dolphins and Sharks do a dance. Almost a simple pirouette there in the face-off dot. Out to the blue line. Shot in, saved by Zador, and she's got it in the glove. 8:50 remaining in the second period. 2-0 Berry Sharks in this bronze medal game. U22 Elite. This was the first year that the teams 1 versus 16 had to play a playoff round before coming here. Last year it was just the top 8 teams. It looks like Sador is getting her helmet back. Yes? Yep, looks good. Thank you for the substitution, Miss Wilkinson. Much appreciated. And the only upset in that top 8 was Central York losing to the Kingston Ice Wolves. But Central York is currently playing a consolation gold medal game right here in this facility at this very moment. Point blank range for Wood, but she misses the mark. Puck will escape the zone. Rachel Piggott trying to slide it back over to Wood. Sharks get it out. Sydney Sawyer now making a turn, trying to bring it in on her own around Piggott. Sutton poking it away off of her stick as they battle for it in the far side corner. Bertelsen has her stick lifted by Urbach. That doesn't go too far. Reclaims the puck and tries to cut in. Zador stops the wraparound, and the whistle blows as that net comes off its pegs yet again. Just under 8 minutes to go here in the second period for those of you who might be listening and not watching. Stewart on the draw against Van Volsen. Sharks have it. Stewart trying to hold on, stolen away by the Dolphins. Ishmael with the shot, hits a body. Megan Mossy trying to recollect that puck and put it down deep. Mossy can't hold the line, so the puck will come back into the Dolphins' end, and it's been in the Sharks' end quite a bit as the Dolphins try to put on the pressure. They want to get a goal here soon and cut that lead by the Sharks. Ryan Haslam trying to work around. Doesn't work. Pushed aside by Sonia Mehta. Stewart with the stick on the puck. Gets it out and chase after it in the Etobicoke end. And that will be icing against the Barrie Junior Sharks. As I stated earlier, the Sharks do play in the provincial tournament a week from this coming Thursday. We do have the schedule, and Josh and I are just looking out to see what games we are able to cover with the times that are given. So we'll get back to you on that. Stewart versus Milani on the draw, won by the Sharks. Keller banking it off the boards, and it skips over Waddick's stick, and it comes out. Megan Mossy sliding it forward. Meta catches up to it. Shot deflected, goes up and down in the Sharks' end. Waddick holds onto it. Trying to cut in the middle, shot in past the far side post. Emma Beauchamp. Big turnaround, Severn cuts in, waits for the shot, bouncing puck. And we're going to get our first whistle and penalty of the game for a hook, and that's going to go against the Barrie Sharks, I believe. Yep, May Severn. This is the first penalty of the game, so no statistic to tell you about that, but the Dolphins certainly welcome an opportunity to have a player advantage. Down by 2 goals with 6:40 to go in the second period. Rachel Piggott sending it back to the blue line for Sydney Sawyer. Sandilands is also guarding the blue line. Bertelsen. Back to Sydney Sawyer. Sawyer trying to cut through. Deflection meant for Woods. The door on the job. Some extracurricular talking after that whistle. Both of these teams very familiar with each other. Both teams know what a rival the other team is. They know this is going to be a hard-fought game. Battle on the near side boards. Out to Samuels. Over to Sydney Sawyer. Trying to cycle that puck around here is Ava Wood. Pushed aside by Lloyd. Recollected by Bertelsen. Bertelsen trying to cut through, but hands it off to Piggott instead. Piggott to Sandilands. Back to Piggott. Stepping in through traffic. Steered aside. Errant puck. Sador has it. And again, that net comes off, and we got a lot more pushing and shoving after this whistle. Adrenaline, I'm sure, playing a factor. Sharks up 2, Dolphins down by 2. No penalties ensuing after that. 1:10 remaining in the penalty to May Severn. Face off to the left of Sador. Shannon Pearson in for the face-off. Looks like there's a small discussion happening over at the Etobicoke bench. Not sure what that would be about. Things are going to get heated the further along we go in this game. Same discussion, well, whatever the discussion was, it's going to happen over with Coach Eldridge as well. Rachel Pickett on the draw with Shannon Pearson, won by the Sharks. Still a minute and a bit left on the power play for the Dolphins. Shark pinned to the near side boards, trying to pull it out. Comes aside here for Sandilan. Sandilan waits. Back to Sydney Sawyer, waits through traffic. Sador with the pad down. It's going to be another call as Sador toe saves that. It's going to be for cross-checking, and I think that is going to negate the power play for Etobicoke with 45 seconds remaining in the penalty to Severn. So we're going to get a little 4-on-4 action before the Sharks get a power play, and that's the other number 9. Number 9, Ava Wood for cross-checking. 4-on-4 hockey for 45 seconds. Puck sits, comes loose to Sonia Meta. Meta will wait. Over to Keller. Keller setting it through. Deflection meant for Stewart, goes behind the net instead. Lloyd backhanding it to Stewart, but over her stick.
Dolphins penalty number 9, Ava Wood. 2 minutes for cross-checking, time 5:25.
Comes all the way back and out in front there for Ryan Haslam. Megan Mossy trying to cut through in the slot. Waits, fires. That's deflected up and into the plexiglass. Stewart has the puck, trying to pin it to the boards. 10 seconds remaining in the 4-on-4. Ella Lloyd looking a little tired coming out of her own end, but she'll dump it across that blue line. Handing it off to Fiona Waddick for Etobicoke. Intercepted by Kate Stewart. She'll hand it back to Urbach. Sharks now on a power play. But Dolphins in possession. Mossy over to Haslam. Trying to deke around Aaron Puck. Now Sharks reclaim possession of that puck. Olivia Urbach. Scorgi with her. Can't hold on, comes out the other side. Van Volsen, short-handed, trying to catch up to that puck. Charette pushing her up against the board, and the puck comes loose to Marin Jugnot. Out to the neutral zone. Puck sits. May Severn just out of the box. Tries to get a hold of that, and she hits the deck for her trouble. Back to Charette, holding on, stepping in, waits, fires. Prendergast with the save, up and over the crossbar, coming close. 20 seconds remaining in the power play for the Sharks. Jugnot to the far side for Charette. Back to Jugnot, she holds the line. Back to Charette. Down low, no Shark available to bank it in. Near side corner. Back to 5-on-5. Charette with a shot in, hits a body. Van Volsen in the way. Charette finds the Aaron Puck with a shot in, and Prendergast with the save. 3:19 remaining in period number 2. 2 goals on the board for the Barrie Sharks, 0 for the Etobicoke Dolphins. Bronze medal on the line. Here comes Emma Beauchamp for the Etobicoke Dolphins. Vakari's with her, sliding pass. Too far behind her and got lost in the skates. They'll battle for it on the blue line, holding on. Here's Beauchamp trying to feed it forward. Shot in, toe save by Zador. Back to Sandilands at the blue line. Ella Lloyd trying to pull it out, as is Olivia Letty. 2 blue sweaters also in there as well. It's Milani. Puck squeaks out to the Sharks, and here comes Olivia Letty. Can't get out, turned aside. Dusome coming in to give her a hand. Back down low for Ella Lloyd. Sharks having a tough time getting out of their own end. Puck sits there for Milani, can't find it though. Bertelsen trying to work around. She'll come around the backside. Shoots it in, a deflection meant for Woods. The door ready for that, and the puck will escape. Dusome a little too far back. Scott, the quicker skater, gets to that puck first. Sharks changing up their lines. Piggott bringing it in. Out in front. Franz has got it, and she gets it out of the zone. Back to Megan Mossy for the Dolphins. Big turnaround for Megan Mossy. Trying to weave around the white sweaters. Out of harm's way. Jessica Bree shoots it, but that will be icing against the Barrie Junior Sharks. 1:42 remaining in the second period. How are we feeling, Sharks fans?
Not again.
Still one more period to go, and we know a lot can happen in 20 minutes. Dolphins have it after the face-off. Shot in, saved by Zador. Dion trying to shovel it out to Urbach. Puck comes out to the red line for Megan Mossy. Mossy turns aside, doesn't like what she sees, and turns all the way back under her own end. This is Waddick sending it out. Down into the near side corner. It's going to get chased by Ishmael and Moi Lou. Both go hard, look okay. Puck deflected and right into Zador's glove. So she's going to hang on to that for a face-off. Minute 13 remaining in the second period. Van Volsen on the draw for Etobicoke, but it's won by the Sharks. Right at the side. Zador had to be careful. Etobicoke with another shot in, but that goes high over at the crossbar. Sonia Meta now in possession of that puck for the Sharks. She'll come away with that. Keller's with her. They all come in on side as we go into the final minute of play of the second period. Battle for that puck by Jenny Keller. She has an opportunity, hits a skate, trying again. It just trickles into the netminder's glove, and that is going to be a penalty call as Keller hit the deck. 35.6 seconds remaining in the second period. Sydney Sawyer is the guilty party on this one. Puck comes loose. Sharks hold on. Power play will continue into the third period if nothing happens here in 25 seconds. Held on to at the point. Nearly an opportunity. Breakaway for Piggott, and she's got it. Lloyd trying to get in her way. Battle on the near side boards with 5 seconds remaining. Puck comes loose. And this is how we are going to end the second period. After one period, it was 1-0 Barrie Sharks. After 2 periods, it's 2-0 Barrie Sharks. And they will have a minute 25 of a power play going into the third. Come on back, folks. You're not going to listen. Well, hello there, Sharks fans. Welcome back in the Scotiabank Pond. We're on pad number 2, and we're getting set here for period number 3 in this bronze medal game between the Barrie Junior Sharks and the Etobicoke Junior Dolphins. Sharks up 2-0 after the second period. Total shots on goal after 2 periods, 19-15 in favor of Etobicoke. Other games going on are the Consolation Bronze and Consolation Gold. And the Consolation Gold game right now between Central York and OHA, it's a 1-1 tie after 2 periods. And in the Consolation Bronze game, it's Burlington versus Leaside, and Burlington is up 4-1. The gold medal game for U22 Elite goes at 2 o'clock this afternoon. So that will get going as soon as the game on the other pad, on pad number 1, gets over. Again, that is between the Durham West Lightning and the Stony Creek Sabres. Just a minute remaining here on the clock. 1:25 on the power play left for the Barrie Junior Sharks as they start this third and final period of this bronze medal game. Sharks will go home after this and rest up and practice for the final stretch of the season, which is provincials, which starts a week from Thursday on April the 10th. Dolphins are already on the line here. Rachel Piggott, Megan Mossy, Fiona Waddick, and Bertelson. And starting for the Junior Sharks for the third and final period is Keller, Stewart, Pearson, Lloyd, and Sutton on the power play. Fedor back in net with the correct helmet on. We're set to go here. 20 minutes on the clock. One more period to go. Puck down. Bertelson trying to jump on it immediately. Nearly had an opportunity coming in the Shark zone. Pearson and Lloyd make sure that puck stays away from her. Sharks will weave around and they will get it out. Pass up to Pearson. Stewart coming in on her right. She'll ring it around the boards out the other side. Trying to pull it off the boards and get it towards the net. They hold the line. Shot into the far side for Sutton, but over her stick. Misses the pass. Back to Lloyd at the blue line. Waits. Back to Sutton. Lloyd at the point through traffic, and what a glove stop by Prendergast. Oh my. That looked like it was taking an awkward bounce, and that was a fantastic glove save. Back to the point for Lloyd. 40 seconds remaining in the power play. Pearson down low for Keller. Out to the point for Lloyd. Again through traffic. Bounces up and over the crossbar. Keller back to Sutton. Sutton leaves it for Lloyd. Lloyd looks. Back to Sutton. Sutton fires. And another stupendous glove stop by Prendergast. Keeping her team in it and within 21 seconds remaining in the power play. Sharks have it. Keller trying to steer around Sandilands. Lloyd at the point. Back to the boards for Pearson. Power play about to come to an end. Pearson throws it in. Puck loose. No Shark can find it. Past back to 5-on-5 out in front by everybody. And that is going to go the distance. Sador will leave it for Ella Lloyd. Long pass that goes by everybody. No icing as it was touched. Again, a battle on the near side boards. That puck has hung on that side of the rink a lot today. To the point for Jugnaught. Over to Charette. Charette through. Looking for the deflection was Severn. Misses the target. Back to the blue line. Here comes Sydney Sawyer now. Etobicoke Dolphins have the puck, intercepted by Marin Jugnot. Jugnot loses her stick in the process, but that's okay. Puck gets out of harm's way and it goes all the way distance, and that will be icing against the Barrie Junior Sharks. Time ticking down, 17:28 to go in the third period. 2-0 Barrie Sharks. Goals from Keller and Scorgi. One in the first, one in the second. Dolphins have yet to get on the board. Shot in, steered aside by Zador. Dolphins trying to get it out in front. Milani looking for a pass. Poked aside by Zador. Puck will come free, held on at the blue line by Scott. Scott down low, Charette's going to chase for it, and she'll pick it up, but not for long. Dolphins reclaim possession. Sandilands through traffic, pad save by Zador. Scott stepping in and handing it off to Beauchamp. Milani trying the short side. Denied by Zador again. Sandilands at the blue line. Poked aside by Scorgi. Loose puck, and Zador's going to cover that up with the blocker glove at this time, with 16:40 remaining in the third period. Time counting down. Sharks want to hold on. Dolphins want to get a goal. Take it on the draw for Etobicoke. Quick shot. Bertelson with the turnaround, trying to get it out in front. Megan Mossy shoots. Hits Jessica Vree in the shin. And the puck will come all the way back into the Etobicoke end. Dusome giving Megan Mossy chase. Megan Mossy holds on to that puck, re-enters the Shark zone all the way back from her own. Far side for Piggott. Leddy trying to hold on. Piggott manages to reclaim that puck. Comes to Megan Mossy. Shot in. Saved by Zador. And a deflection all the way up into the mesh for a whistle. 16:02 remaining in the third period. Face off by Scorgi. Won by the Dolphins. Mossy sending it down deep. Out the other end. Dion sliding it up to Larmond. Scorgi's going to give it chase in the far side corner. Icing waved off. Bad aside by Megan Mossy. Larmond trying to get her stick back on it. Comes loose to the blue line. Vakari trying to run away with that. Poked aside, and that will come the distance. No icing. Lloyd out to the blue line. Can't get it out. Pearson trying to get her stick on it for the backhand. It does squeak out. Not past everybody to Scorgi. Here comes Van Volsen. Van Volsen on a mission, coming across that blue line with some speed, but can't cut to the middle. To the blue line for Sydney Sawyer. Shot in. Paddle save by Zador. Pearson, this line's been out a long time, looking a little tired. Shot in over the crossbar. Rylan Haslam feeding it off to Ishmael. Trying to cut in. What a deke around for Ishmael. Through the legs and everything. Scott holding it on. Holding onto the puck outside the zone, sending it back down in. Pass out. Meant for Urbach. Bounces around like a pinball. Up to Franz, but she can't hold on. Milani to Beauchamp. Beauchamp looking. Drop pass to Milani. Back behind the net. To the far side for Franz. Can't get there first. Scott holding on. Off the boards and around the near side corner. Trying to get past Sandilands. It steps into the slot area. Picked up by the Sharks. Here's Marin Jugnot getting it out to the red line. Scott putting it back on play to Milani in the Sharks' end. Sharks have it. Up to May Severn. Coming in with Jenny Keller. Shot in. Glove stopped by the netminder for Etobicoke. And that glove hand has been hot today. Face off to the left of Prendergast. Stewart to take the draw for Barrie. Pickett for Etobicoke. Shot in. Misses the target. Goes wide into the far side corner. Ava Wood for the Dolphins. Gets it out. Right on to Sonia Meta's stick. She'll hand it right back off to Moy Moy Lu. Up to the red line. Here's Kate Stewart entering the zone. Handing it off to Jenny Keller. They've already connected once for a goal. Keller with the shot in and another brilliant stop by Prendergast. Letty on the draw. Against Piggott, won by the Dolphins. They'll bring it around the boards behind the net, but not out. Held onto the line is Sonia Meta. Big turnaround. Here comes Rachel Piggott. Ava Wood with her. Slots her pass in. Backhand meant for Bertelson, but she was tied up and could not get there. To the far side. Here's Sonia Meta. Up and down. It will trickle past the goal line, and that will be icing against the Barrie Junior Sharks. Time ticking away again. 12:49 remaining in the third period. 2-0 Barrie Sharks. Sharks have it after the draw. Sonia Meta trying to hand it off to Alex Dusome. Can't get it out of the zone. Back behind the goal line it goes to the far side. But not out for Jessica Bree. Shot in, pad save by Zador. Puck will come all the way back, and that will be another icing call against the Barrie Sharks. 12:29 remaining on the clock. Pounding of the sticks gets louder as we go into the final half of this third and final period for the bronze medal. Puck comes out, escapes everybody, and will trickle all the way down. No icing this time. Long pass meant for Hanslin doesn't work. Bounces back to Sandilands. Now Hanslin has it. Being bothered by Ella Lloyd, loses the puck. Here's Kathleen Dion sending it all the way forward for Shannon Pearson. She gathers that puck, sending it right off to Scorgie. Sharks come in onside, chasing for the puck now that the Dolphins have possession. Here's Sandilands. Around the board to Haslam, out to the neutral zone. Errant puck, Dion finds it. Sador was there to give her a hand, but it wasn't necessary, and she'll retreat back between the posts. Dolphins moving it around. Can't find a way to get it into the slot area to get a shot off. Sharks doing a great job keeping that puck on the outside while the Dolphins are in their end. Bouncing puck, trying to poke aside is Larmond. It'll squeak out. Dolphins will have to retreat back. Milani over to Beauchamp. Beauchamp squeaks around. Backhand just over the crossbar. Two really nice dekes by Beauchamp. Collision behind the net. Jugnaught standing up Beauchamp, and the puck will come out. It will trickle all the way down. Prendergast leaving it for Megan Mossy. Over to Piggott. Piggott coming in, trying to work around the defense. Piggott finding it back behind the goal line. Sharks are going to get it out. Here's Marin Jugnaught. Banking it off the boards and putting it down deep behind the goal. Sadie Franz trying to find that puck. Dolphins find it first. Passed over to Bertelson. Bertelson waits. Backhand meant in front, and Lou loses an edge and goes right into the boards, and that is going to get whistled down as she is not getting up off the ice. Kristen Hardy, the trainer, will come out and have a look at her. She did her best to keep that puck from going across for the pass and then lost an edge and hit the board. So we hope that she is okay. We do turn our cameras away from that out of respect for the player. And we'll let you know when she gets up and moves towards the bench. Right now she's not moving, but we do send out good thoughts to Moi Moi Lou. She's been fantastic to watch since coming over from Brampton in the off season. Had a talk with her at the beginning of the season, and she was ready and raring to go, and she was excited about the change and was excited to be a part of this Barrie Sharks team after the record-breaking season they had last year, and she's been a force to be reckoned with on this team this year. It's been awesome to watch her develop since the beginning of the season. She's moving off to Brock University in the fall. Trainer's still talking to Lou. She hasn't gotten up to her knees yet. There she comes. Up to her knees and standing on her own power. Sutton comes in to give her a hand to the bench, and not sure if her afternoon is done. I'm going to guess with a hit to the head like that, I would say yes, her afternoon is done. We certainly wish her the best as she heads to the bench. Looks a little woozy as she steps off. Trainer will have a look at her there on the side of the bench as play continues here. 10:09 remaining in the third period. Milani on the draw versus Sutton. It's won by the Dolphins. Sydney Sawyer. Forward to Milani, poked aside. Puck nearly landed on Urbach's stick, but forced back the other way by the Dolphins. Puck's going all over the place in the neutral zone. Meta off the boards. Venucio sending it forward to Milani over everybody's stick, and that is going to be an icing call against the Etobicoke Dolphins with 9:45 to going in the third period. Stewart on the draw to the left of Prendergast. Shot in by Keller. Great save by the netminder. Keller already has a goal in this game. She scored the first goal way back in the first period. Set up for another face-off. Dolphins get out of their own end. Haslam waiting for a pass, but Keller, great job of keeping that puck out and keeping her rival from getting too far with the puck. Back to Sandilands in her own end. Forward for Haslam. Being bothered by Marin Jugnut as she lets that puck on the other side of Etobicoke number 2. All the way up for Alex Dusome. Letty is with her, excuse me. Out to the blue line for Marin Jugnut. Jugnut down low for Letty, nearly connected, but it bounced over her stick. Sandilands has it behind the net, working it forward. Pass off to Rachel Piggott. She's got some room. Drop pass to Haslam, loses the edge. Goes behind for Rachel Piggott. Marin Jugnut finds it, hands it back off to Letty as she heads to the bench. Dusome now dumping it down. Trying a centering pass, doesn't work. Picked up by the Dolphins. Here's Bertelsen coming in with Vakari. Pass meant for Vakari, loses an edge as she's hauled down. No call. Play continues now on the Etobicoke end. Sharks trying to hold on to that puck. Scorgi sending it down deep. Pearson pushed off. Pearson finds it behind the goal line. Out and run for Scorgi. Fire saved by Prendergast. Loose puck. Netminder pounces on it for a stoppage in play. A little bit of pushing and shoving going on afterwards as we're down to 7:45 to go in the third period. Face off one by the Dolphins. Ring around the boards out to the blue line. It'll squeak out. Cross ice pass for Sydney Sawyer. She'll dump it down in. Lloyd gets there first for Barry. Sydney Sawyer playing keep away out to Venucio at the blue line. She'll put it in. Blocked by Sutton with the skate. Aaron's stick, and it looks like the Sharks are going to suffer a penalty because of that. Shot in, loose puck, bouncing around. Sharks will touch it, and that is going to draw a penalty. Kicking. Why did I say kicking? Tripping is going to be the call against Aaliyah Sutton with 7:13 to go. Dolphins are going to have another power play. Oh for 2 on the power play for the Dolphins. Let's see what they do with this one. Puck sits there. Sharks find it and get it out of harm's way and send it down. Sandilands from her own end, behind the net. Dolphins gather through neutral. Here comes Milani. Nearly a pick-off. Milani skating in, waits. Back to Sandiland at the point. Sandiland's at the point. Back to Milani. They've changed places. Sydney Sawyer coming in. Shot in. Saved by Zador. Rebound available, but no Dolphin in the vicinity. Sharks get to that, bounce it off the plexiglass, and out. 1:15 remaining on the clock for the power play. 6:25 in the third. Time winding down. Sawyer over the blue line, turned aside. Zador trying to find it, but it goes over her stick to the near side boards. To the point. Piggott. Mossy. Back to Piggott at the point. Down low. Lloyd finds it, but fans on the shot. Interfered with. Shot in. Deflected aside into the near side corner. Etobicoke really taking their time. Out in front. I think that Zador got a piece of that to keep it out. Dolphins not going away though. 20 seconds remaining in the power play. Lloyd being pushed off and shoved down into the ice. Back out. Ishmael now. Dolphins aren't going to give up. They want to get a goal here. The puck will come all the way out over the blue line, and they'll have to tag up and get back onside. Back to 5-on-5. So 0 for 3 on the power play for the Etobicoke Dolphins as we enter the final 5 minutes of this bronze medal game. 2-0 Barrie Sharks. Cross ice pass meant for Sutton, but over her stick, and that is going to be an icing call against the Barrie Sharks. 4:49 remaining in the third period. Etobicoke has it after the draw, but can't get a shot off. Poked away by the Sharks. Off the boards, but not out. It pokes out now. Keller trying to push her way through. It comes to Kate Stewart. She'll dump it down in past the goal. Again, a battle on the near side boards in the corner. Back to the other side for Sydney Sawyer. Pew neutral, bit of a space. Charette, shot off the mark and over into the plexiglass behind the net. Squeaks out in front. Down to 4 minutes, keeping an eye on the netminder for Etobicoke. We'll see how soon they choose to pull her. Right now, Etobicoke in possession, trying to get that puck into the area, into the slot area. Megan Mossy at the blue line, deflected out of harm's way and into the far side corner. Bouncing puck to the blue line, but not out. All the way down, and that is going to be icing again against the Barrie Sharks. So lots of action happening in front of Zador. Etobicoke can't find a way to get it through everybody and find the back of the mesh. Timeout, Etobicoke. Now I'm going to make an educated guess and say timeout's being called and that the netminder will sit because the face-off is in the Sharks' end, giving them a 6-on-5 player advantage. But that's just my guess. I might be wrong. Trainer still having a discussion there with Moy Marlou. Looks like she's okay, so that's a good sign. Want to send a big shout out to our social media person, Avery Thompson, who gave me all of my graphics today. She did a wonderful job. She worked with me last night to get all the players that I wanted in the shots, and I think the graphics looks amazing today, so thank you very much, Avery, for that. We managed to get all that done before the power outage last night. Empty net Etobicoke, so it is indeed a 6-on-5 situation for the Dolphins with 3.5 minutes to go in the third period. Milani. Mossy at the point. Back to Milani. She'll step in. Cross-ice pass. Intercepted, and Charette's going to get rid of it. Up back to Milani, and they'll step right back in the Shark zone. Zador will leave it for Lloyd. Lloyd lifting it. Gets it as far as the blue line, but not out. Sharks will battle for it, and it will escape the blue line. 3 minutes remaining in the third period. Empty net Etobicoke Dolphins. Ishmael, Milani. Far side for Wood. Mossy at the point. Sharks guarding the net. Saved by Zador. Bouncing puck. Sharks trying to find it. Letty on the job there. Will get it to the blue line. Not out. Down for Ishmael. Shot. Blocker saved by Zador. 2.5 minutes to go in the third period. Still a 6-on-5. Empty net Etobicoke. It'll go out and all the way, and that will be icing against the Barrie Sharks with 2:16 on the board. Deep breath, Sharks fans. Taking on the draw for Etobicoke. It'll trickle all the way over to Sonia Meta, ringing it off the boards, but not out. Etobicoke keeps it in on play. Yeah, it's going to trickle out now. Slow trickle. Piggott gets it back up in a hurry to Milani. 2-minute warning. Milani coming in. Battle on the far side. Sharks just want to get it out. Etobicoke holds onto it at the blue line, around everybody behind the net. Errant puck comes out in front for Milani, down to Sydney Sawyer. Ishmael fires, saved by Zador, and they score! Deflection worked. Up 6 on 5 with 1:28 remaining, and Rachel Piggott cuts the lead in half. Timeout, Barry.
Timeout, Barry Sharks.
Netminder, I'm sure, will take up residence back in the net for Etobicoke, and as soon as the Dolphins gain possession of the puck, they will look to pull her. Sharks want to get control of that puck right off the draw and pull it into the Etobicoke end so they can't pull the goaltender. .128 remaining on the clock. Now 2-1 in favor of the Barrie Sharks with a goal from Rachel Piggott for the Dolphins. Piggott will take the draw against Captain Sutton. 88 seconds. Hold on. Etobicoke. Megan Mossy hands it off. Prendergast to the bench. 6 on 5 again. Bring around the boards. Out to the blue line for Ishmael. Cross ice pass to the far side for Sawyer. Mossy. Down low. Looking for Milani. Shot in on the near side. Last minute of play in the third period. Etobicoke looking for a clear angle. Megan Mossy at the point. To the far side for Bertelson. Bertelson. Right underneath Sador, out the other side. 45 seconds. Hold on, everybody. Saved by Zador. Errant puck scoots out, trickles slowly to the blue line. Not out. 30 seconds remaining in the period. Shot in, save. Letty trying to scoop it out. Sharks get it down the ice. Past the goal line. Icing not called. Now it's icing. Not sure why that waited. 20 seconds on the clock. Empty net remains for Etobicoke. Face-off is going to come to the left of Zador. Sutton, Charette, Lloyd, Letty, Erbach. Here we go. Hold on. Puck all the way down, and that will be icing again with 10 seconds remaining in the period. I will let the 10 seconds play out, folks. Here we go. Sharks holding on the far side, boards, and they are going to win this game! Barrie Junior Sharks are U22 Elite Bronze medalists. A step up from last year, they defeat the Etobicoke Dolphins 2-1 in this bronze medal game as the crew piles out of the bench and goes on to Sador. Congratulations, Barrie Junior Sharks, bronze medalists. Wow. Tense game all the way through. Sharks held their own. Dolphins didn't make it easy. Prendergast with a fantastic performance in net, as did Ava Zador. Absolutely amazing to call this game. What an unbelievable finish to this U22 Elite season. I say finish, but there is provincials coming up, but this is awesome. The girls are going to have a bronze medal to take home with them today, and I think that is absolutely amazing. Bronze medals are sitting over there on that hockey stick, and we'll have presentations here in just a moment, folks. Seek out the strength to win, no thought of giving in. And the Sharks definitely adhered to that. And like I said earlier, Sharks eat dolphins. That's just science. Presentation of the bronze medals.
On behalf of the OW, I'd like to congratulate everybody on a hard-fought season, hard-fought year. Wayne Eldridge, I want to get some more coaching. You should have it, Howard. What's that thing called?
Coach Dwayne Eldridge will come and announce his players and will award them their bronze medals.
Congratulations to both teams on a great game. All right, Mayor Jugnaught.
Number 7, Maring Jugnaught.
Ella Lloyd.
Number 27, Ella Lloyd.
Kathleen Dion.
Number 44, Kathleen Dion.
Adriel Charette.
Number 77, Adriel Charette.
Kate Stewart.
Number 82, Kate Stewart. Led the way in points this weekend. Number 47, Shannon Pearson. Number 29, Jenny Keller. Number 9, May Severn. Number 91, Moy Moy Lou. Number 18, Riley Scorgi.
Alex Dussel.
Number 22, Alex Dussom.
Leah Sutton.
Number 34, our captain, Aaliyah Sutton.
Amelia Wilkinson.
Number 45, Amelia Wilkinson.
Ava Sedora.
Number 74, Ava Zador with a great job in net today. Number 17, Samantha Larmond. Number 10, Sonia Mehta. Number 92, Olivia Urbach. Number 14, Jessica Vree. And number 66, our call-up, Sadie Franz. And number 16, Olivia Letty. Well done, Barrie Junior Sharks. An absolute privilege to call this game today. Congratulations to the Etobicoke Junior Dolphins and a fantastic regular season. Congratulations to the Barrie Junior Sharks on winning the bronze medal for U22 Elite. Like I said earlier, I don't know how things could top last season. Now we know. Better regular season finish, more wins. Still finished in 6th place like last year. Everybody coming off the bench to give hugs as everybody gets their medals. And I'm sure a lot of team pictures will ensue after this. No banner given out. I think that's given to the gold medalists. But lots of pictures are going to be had here. But all the pictures I'm sure will be posted on social media later. Folks, this was awesome. I'm so happy you guys decided to join Josh and I for the live stream here this afternoon. I hope you enjoyed everything. Josh and I have had the most fun time bringing you the action all season long as the Sharks gather around the net under the scoreboard to celebrate their bronze medals, and all the parents shuffle out to get their pictures as well. We'll let them have their moment. For myself, my name is Cheryl Gilroy. Don't hit that button yet, Josh. Don't hit that button yet. Don't hit that button yet. Don't hit that button yet. Don't, okay. My name is Cheryl Gilroy, along with my partner, Josh McCann. Thank you so much for joining the live stream. And as usual, keep the faith, and we'll see you for provincials. Enjoy your afternoon, everybody.